Yeah, hello. I think the voice cut off a little bit. Okay. So what we're discussing this evening, the role of a father in their kid's life. That's what we're discussing this evening. Just say that as a father, whether you are celebrated or not, you just have to continue doing your work. Be be the father you're supposed to be the role model to your kids, provide for your family to your ability, be a loving husband to your partner, be an active father to your kids, and a responsible father to them. You know, you try to be your best. You try to be your best. Understand? You try to be your best. If you grew up with your dad present in your life, if what I meant is that if you have your two parents involved in your upbringing, the way you grow, you may not understand what impact, what they contributed to your well-being. You might not understand that. That's, like I said, that's the most underrated member of the family. That's why some of them can be tossed around. They can be tossed around anyhow. They can be tossed around anyhow. You know, a lot of women have been doing their best. Like I said that yesterday in the program. A lot of women that have been doing their best. They try to raise their children to their ability just on their own. Some of them they do that as a single parent. They do that. Make sure that the children they go to any length they want to go to. They provide for them their clothing, they clothe them, they feed them, do everything just to make sure that the children are okay without any man. And those women, like I said, I call them exceptional women. I call them exceptional women. You know, so most of them they juggle in between jobs. They juggle two jobs just to make sure that you know, they that the kids they don't miss the void their father left. They don't miss it. So they'll make sure that they are okay. You understand? The things fathers are supposed to do with their male children. For example, sometimes you take your children to sport, you take them children to some activities like swimming and some other things like that, football, all that. Some mothers they do that extra. They even do more. You understand what I mean? All of that, they do that every time, you know. But the thing is that when those children, when they grow, when they grow, they will still do what? They will go back, start looking for their parents. They'll go back to start looking for their father. Sometimes they go through social media, they go through other sources just to make sure that they get connected to their father. Do you understand? That is what we're discussing. Now we're discussing about this evening is the role of a father in their kid's life. That's what we're discussing. And the line is open. I would like you can call and contribute to the program and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. You know, I said when you leave your children, when you live as a father, you leave your children maybe because of one thing or the other, maybe through separation or divorce or anything that whatever it is that make you work related issues, something like that. No matter at what age you leave them and you allow their mother to raise them as a single parent, your role as a father will be missed and it'll be missed so much. No matter what the society would want you to believe is the role of a father to teach his children, especially the boys, what it means. I mean it, what it means and how to be a man. How to be a man and what it means to be a man is the role of the father to teach his boys how to be a man. And it's also his role of a father to teach his girls, his daughters, how a man should treat them. How do you do that? You need to show that to their mother. You need to show that to your partner, whoever you are with. The way you treat them, the way you behave with them. Through the lens of the father, the children, they look at you, they watch the father, they watch their dad, the way they treat him with their mom and everything. They're learning from that. How do you treat your partner? How do you treat your wife? Determines how your children are going to grow. The way they see you, behave with them. If you're abusive to their mother, they will think it's normal. If you treat your mother with love and affection, that's what they will see. That's the way they will still treat their own women. Understand what I mean? And that is the role of a father to do that. You know, understand what I'm saying? The line is open. I would like you to call me. What you think? Let me know what you think. Understand? You see that you see a lot of people they complaining. They complain that children of this generation they don't have home training and all sorts. They don't have home training, especially the elderly ones. They complain a lot. They they claim that children of this generation, the youth, they don't have discipline anymore. They don't have respect for they don't have respect for the elderly, no compassion. They attribute that to absent fathers. You know, when they complain, they say they're complaining that the generation, the youth, they don't have any respect anymore. They don't respect their elderly and all that. And they attribute that to the absent fathers, that their fathers or their parents, they don't raise them right. They don't train them properly, that they don't have home training and all that. You know, they complain in that. And when what they do, they attribute it to what? Father absent. Because they believe that if a father is in a home, understand, there's a little bit of discipline. They make sure that the kids have that discipline, they have that respect. Understand? Does not mean that it's only fathers. Some women, some mothers, they do that as well. Understand? But what is it, the role of a father? That's what we're discussing this. I already said to you that father role is mostly underrated. It's mostly underrated because of the way fathers see their jobs, the way they see their role. They don't really make too much noise about it. They get on with their job. They believe it is their duty, that whatever, they have to provide for the family. They have to make sure that everyone is okay. You understand? That is the role. They are there. Make sure that everybody is okay. The family, they have food to eat. Make sure that they provide for the family. You understand what I mean? So, like I said, if you are raised in an African home where the role of a parent is a bit different, the mother's role is to make sure that there's food on the table. The father will wake up in the morning, so he leave money for them to do what the mother has to go to the market and prepare the food and everything, make sure that the children they have food to eat. Understand? Whenever he comes back, there's food for him to eat. His job is to make sure that he got the money. He will go if he has business that he's doing, trade, he's working, whatever it is, he's to make sure that he provide for the family, pay the bills and everything, make sure that everyone is okay, pay the students' school fees and everything. That is a role that he makes sure that his family has something to eat. You understand? Then if you bring that the same scenario back here in the Western world, you can see that is a different scenario, is a different thing altogether. Because in the Western world, most people believe that it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 game that everybody is just equal. The role of a father and the role of a mother, they just come in the middle. The father has his own role, the mother has his own role. They bring it together. It's 50-50. So whenever they're doing stuff, now when they divide it equal, everybody gonna contribute to make sure that they raise the children together. You understand? So it's quite a little bit different. You understand? And because of that, sometimes you realize that some men have been taken for granted for a while. Been taken for granted sometimes. So some of them, that's why if you watch out, you see when the father is not active to the child's, let's just put it like that, to the child's upbringing, the child's well-being, and or something like that. The society, the other 50 side of it, the society will do what? We take over from there. The society will do what to cover that through social, um, what they call it, structure, something like that. So the society will do that. It's quite different from Africa. So when the dad is not there in African home, especially those in Africa, there's no one gonna deputize you. No one gonna even come in. No one gonna do the job for you. No one in society, nobody cares about that. So when people carry that mentality and come over to Europe or come to Western world, it's a little bit difficult because sometimes it takes them a little bit of time for them to adjust to the mentality that is a very different ball game in Europe. Understand? So the same equal right the mother has, the same equal right the father has in their children's lives. You understand? So some men understand, and they will still be thinking that it's the same way as in Africa, and which will bring a bit of conflict in the family. Understand? So, but when two of them agree and realize that their role is to make sure that the family, the children are the first priority, their children has to be taken care of, you realize that everything will be okay. Everybody will bring their own expertise. Everyone is going to bring their own talent. Everybody is going to bring their own role and put them together and make sure that the children are grown in a better environment. Understand? So, like I said, the line is open. You can call me and let me know what you think. What is it? What is it? What is you? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts about what we're discussing this evening? The role of a father in their kid's life. I would like you to call me and let me know what you think. The line is open and the number is on the screen. +447449823879. That's what we're discussing this evening. The role of a father in their kid's life. Understand? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Evening. Johnson calling from Nigeria.
Hello, Johnson. We are discussing about the role of your father. Like I can hear the children at the background there. So as a father, so I would like you to what do you think?
Yeah, the two parties have greater roles to play.
Okay.
In a family, but it look as if the male side has a greater part because everything lies on their head. You understand? Because as God may have it, say a man must put food on the table. Understand?
Okay.
So the male role in a family, they make sure they provide the necessary things for the family so that the children will be very, very, very happy. Understand?
Yeah.
Then in terms of training, most male child, they don't have that fear in the female, let's say in their mother. Understand?
Yeah.
But if there is a father in that family, the children, most of the children will not be a wayward children because the father or the dad is there to checkmate their in and out,
Okay.
how they come, how they go, the friends they keep. Some mothers don't have such time, right? But it's only the fathers that has that role to play most. It's not as if the mother don't have, but it's the man that will look into it. When you see your child misbehaving, keeping bad friends or coming late, so it's the duty of the man to control such act. Understand?
Yeah.
So if there is no man in that family, those things will not, it will be porous. You see children behaving anyhow, doing anyhow, bringing friends inside the house without recognizing anybody. You understand?
Mm.
Like yesterday issue, the absentee of parents.
Yeah.
In any home or any child that grew up that does not have that father parental care, if you look at his behavior or his life or her lifestyle, it will be different from other people that have both parental upbringing. Do you hear what I mean?
Yeah.
So the role there for a father or in a family is very, 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 very much. Because one, you need to checkmate, make sure you pay their school fee, which is the primary part of everything. It's their responsibility. You do those things. Check the kind of friends. Some mothers soft mind, they not caution or admonish. If I may use that word, pampering.
Mm.
They may be pampering the kid, but a father in that home knows that he wants that child to be useful. He will not try to lay frank or politics in it. He would like to make sure that the child is well behaved or well trained.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, the man will those discipline. He will try to inculcate that discipline in the house
Okay.
or in his home,
Okay.
so that you see those children, when you compare them outside, you see there are some fathers that are very weak. If I try to go in, it will lead to another topic, or because some men that are weak, they cannot have they don't have say in the family. There are some men that women feed. When in a family the woman provide everything, the man will not have any say.
Okay.
So, but we are talking of a man that has say in the house. So he's there to control mate, then behavior, going out, everything, the kind of friends they keep, they associate with, both school in the society.
Okay.
So they have many roles to play in a family
Yep.
and the women.
What we discussed, we said yesterday, most times it's the roles of parents are different. For
Yeah,
if you, I use a example. I said that in Africa, the way the society is structured is different because in Africa, the the whole parental duties and everything is mainly focused on the man. Understand? And
yes,
most of families, they believe that the man is the head of the family, and because of that,
Yeah,
most
which is true.
which and because of that, most women they they allow their husband to be the provider. The man is the only one that provide for the family like that,
Yeah,
and which some of them now is changing. The way things are going now is a bit changing.
yeah,
You find out that some you can see in some homes now, especially in the major cities, their mother is working,
yeah,
their father is working, so both
yeah,
of
yeah,
them are working
yeah.
they are contributing for the same thing, the same cost, just to make sure that
Now
the
is
children are
the
provided. So everything is shared.
yeah,
The same thing is happening here in the Western
yeah,
world, where the duties are being shared 50-50. Some in some homes there are duties are shared 50-50. So the father has a role to play, the mother has a role to play. All of them are working together to make sure that the children are taken care of. Do you understand? So
yeah,
and then I understand what you meant by
yeah,
when you
yes,
said there are some men that maybe they are weak. It's not that they are weak. Maybe most times it's just that they are not opportuned, or they are not. I use the word lucky. Maybe most of them, some of them, they lost their job or something happened. Because of that, it's difficult for them to like keep up.
yeah,
Excuse me, sorry.
yeah,
For them to keep up and
yeah,
start going on something going on. So that's what I'm talking about. I understand where you're coming from.
yeah. Okay. This Western world way of life expose a lot of African culture or African mentality. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Before, and real African man. uh, Let me come down to where we are, Nigeria, to be precisely. A real Nigerian man then
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want her wife. Due to they feel the man is only there to hustle. They feel that their wife will be a housewife, taking care of the children. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
You see a woman that has a degree, the husband will subjected her to be a total housewife.
Mm-hmm.
But I thank God for enlightenment now. The culture of a white man now expose a lot of things. You now find out that women, they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be an dependent again. They want to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
See them working, trying to provide, because then you see when a woman needs something, he will seek approval or he go to his husband before he gets something. But due to education and that of them, so women now trying to be relieved from that bondage. They Most of them do a lot of things now to help or to subordinate the family.
Okay. All right.
Understand?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
can I
So
okay.
now,
Just round up so I can pick this call.
okay. So the role of a man in the family is much.
Okay.
When we want to generalize successful one,
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
So their role is make sure you provide, give your children, discipline them,
Mm-hmm.
inculcate that discipline in them,
Okay.
way of behavior, how to see future and all those things.
All right.
So that is where I'm going. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So their role is much in a family.
Okay.
Any home without the parents, so the children will be wayward. Some of them, not all. Some of them, you see them behaving anyhow, doing anyhow.
Okay.
It's like is the key in the house.
All right then.
So
Okay. All right. Thank you, Johnson. All right.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Okay. So The line is open now. You can just call me now, and I say just vacate his number. You can just call me and contribute to the program. Understand? So hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, yeah. You're welcome to the program. We're discussing this evening about the role of a father, to their kids, the role of a father. What
Okay.
okay, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, the role of a father is a very, very big role in the sense that children see you as a role model. They see you as their protector. They see you as everything. They look up to you. So um, the father's role, we cannot finish saying everything today because both traditionally or if you're Christian, you follow the Bible where you see that God made man the head. So when you are the head, you're of the family, you are in charge or you are in control or you are the one managing. So for you to, look at old age and say yes, I've done. So do is start from immediately you have a family.
Mm-hmm.
You you have to start showing good example to the children.
Mm-hmm.
Good example include the way you talk, the way you do things, the way you show love to every member of the family, and in short, everything you do, you have to be careful because the kids are there. They are listening. They are watching. They are copying you, and they learn everything from you, even when you're saying something about your friends, maybe with the mom. The way you say it, the things you do matters a lot because they're going to learn. If you're a liar, if you say negative things about people, if you're swearing, things like that,
Mm-hmm.
your kids are going to learn it and going to pick it from you. So you just have to be a very gentle dad, a gentleman in the presence of your kids, show them good example about how to do things, how to treat others, how to be polite, how to be, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's, I mean, all this I'm mentioning is part of it, and it's not all. Also, when it comes to making sure they have shelter, making sure they have food on their table, making sure they're taking care of their shoes, their clothes, everything, their well-being. You make sure that you are taking care of that.
Okay.
So by doing that, your kids will really see you as a dad, and the love will always be there, and the respect will always be there. So it's a man's duty to make sure that your child is growing up spiritually and physically well. It's not only about also providing material things. You also make sure the children grow up spiritually. You teach them the things of God and the way to go. So it's not a small job. It's a very big job, but it's not too much that a man can do. So sometimes I wonder when I see some guys, maybe they have problem with the mom of the kids and they don't care about the kids. I mean, I can't stand that. I can't understand that. So because it's your responsibility. We invited these kids to this world. They are our inheritance. They are the only thing we have, for me. So they are our number one. So we just have to look after them, make sure they're happy, make sure they're protected, provide for them, direct them, caution them, smack them when it's necessary, show them the way, and at the same time, along with spirituality, I'm telling you, You are number one dad. I mean, that's how I see it. I know it's some people will say it's easier said than done, but it depends on you. It depends on you. I mean, it depends on you really. Some people do more than even what I'm saying. So that's what I have to contribute, my brother.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much. But I just want to ask there are some people that will say um, that the role of a father is underrated. That most times the women don't need a father for them to raise a child. So I don't know if in one sentence, how can you, what do you have to say about that?
Well, that is totally unacceptable, totally wrong. How can somebody say they don't need a father? So they should go to tell God, why did you put father there? Even the Bible said, dad is the head, the father is the head. And I mean, mom, but children should be submissive to dad. I don't, and even the Bible also said that if you cannot provide for your family members, you're worse than an unbeliever. So God has already put this in place. You can, if you say that a man is not, that's why you see some young boys stabbing, join court and do things because there's no a role model. There's no father in the house, that they will look after, get scared to do wrong thing from childhood before they become adults. So I don't buy that idea at all. Don't buy that idea.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Henry. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So you can listen to what the individuals are saying. The line is open. You can call at the moment. The line is free. You can call now to contribute, and I would like to hear what you're thinking. We're discussing the role of a father in the kid's life. Understand? So you can listen to what they're saying. The individuals are saying that the role of a father in their kid's life is very, very important. That a father, you have to be a role model. You have to be a role model to your children. Understand? I said that earlier. I said the way is a father's role to teach his male children how to be a man. And to be a man is not just having girlfriends. Understand? Just having girls going, that does not show that you're a man. There are way men behave. Understand the attributes of a man, the attributes of a man, the man behavior, how you supposed to behave. Understand how you will treat women, how you talk to people, how to present yourself in the midst of people. You understand how to control your anger, how to control your emotions. A lot of things that your children have to learn from their dad. Those are the things that some things they have to learn from their dad, how to be a man. And then a woman cannot teach that because a woman doesn't know what it feels like to be a man. You understand what I mean? And they'll too, they will learn how to be a woman, understand, through the eyes of their mother as well, and which the mother will have to be the one to teach them as well. And the father cannot do that job for their mother. And that is the reason why they have a father and mother and two of them will come together to become a couple. Do you understand? So when a child is growing and doesn't have the access of a fatherhood, don't have an access of a father that they're looking up to as a father figure or someone that teach them how to live life, they are missing a lot. There's a void. That void is difficult for you even to to feel that void is difficult for you to feel it. Understand? And most of them, that's the reason why I said some of them, you see that when they finished, if they raised from with is their parent, maybe it's just a single mother that raised them up. When they grow, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you see them, they'll go to social media, start looking for their father, whatever it is. They want to reconnect to their father to ask, to know who their father is, because they will still tell you that they miss out from one or two things because they needed their father. They need a father figure. You understand? So that's what we're discussing this evening. What are the roles of a father? What are those things that fathers do? What are the roles of a father? And most of people that call that they're saying that a father has to provide. Understand? It is your duty to provide. And the first day, the guy that called first, he said that there are some men that are weak. That's what is what he said. There are some men that are weak that maybe they cannot provide for their family, and because of that, the the burden is just lay on their wife, and the woman will take over the whole thing. And because of that, maybe there won't be any respect again in their family. You understand? And they will not have any say in what is happening or what is going on in the family. As a head of the family, he will not have any control over his children anymore. He will not even like have any power in that family anymore. Understand? And that is unfortunate. Understand? So, you know, as a man, if you're opportuned to be blessed with children under your care, and you are opportuned and you are privileged and you are blessed to have a wonderful woman by your side, you can call your partner, someone you can call your wife. You understand? So you both of you agree that you're going to stay together and live together, and you are blessed with children. It's your responsibility to make sure that the family is what well taken care of. Understand? And when the children, the mother and the father working together to make sure that the children are being brought up in the right way. Understand? The boys, if you have boys and you're lucky you have girls together, both of them, they be watching both of you. You guys are their role model. They're looking at their mother, they're looking at their father as their role model. Understand their behavior, how you behave in front of them, how you talk to their mothers, if the father, the way the father talk to their mother, if you are abusive to their mother, if you're somebody that doesn't have respect for their mother or something like that, the kids, they are watching you, and the one they're watching you, they are learning from that. And that's the same thing they will do to their own partners and do to their own girlfriends or whatever. That is it. And that's what is it. That's why it's very, very vital, and it's very, very important as a father that you know what you're doing, that you know that you're a role model, that your children are looking up to you. The same with the mother. If the mother doesn't respect their father, the children will be looking up to her. They will think it's a normal thing. And they will take that to their homes. They will take that to their wherever they're going outside there. They will think that's the way people will would see them. And they will think it's a normal thing, which is not right. You understand? So that's what we're discussing this evening. The line is open as well. What are the roles of a father? When you accept your responsibility, accept what you have to do. What are those things you have to do? Make sure that the children have food to eat. Make sure that your bills are being paid. Make sure that there's always food in that house. Understand? I always say this: where we came from in Africa, the way we raised up, understand, is the responsibility of fathers. Fathers will make sure there is food in the house, there is money, there's always, they make sure they try their best. Though it's not that easy, but they will still go extra mile just to make sure that they provide, because they believe that their wife, when they take care of their wife, that their wife is what? The representation of them. When they see your wife and your wife is shining, they just say it like that. She's in good health. She's happy. She is the your extension. That's how people see you. Understand? When she's happy. That is one of part of things. That's the way it works. Understand? So, those are the roles of as a father. A father have to make sure that the children are being brought up in the right way. Something like that. So like I said, the line is open. You can put on the comment section whatever you think, what you want to your thought. Put it on the comment section. I will just put it out. Understand? Yeah, I'll read out some of. I said that is if has a very big role in a child. He said that without a father, a child can't be complete in a parental role. Understand? That is it. So sometimes some people will think uh, a child, it doesn't matter if it's only a mother, their mother raised them up, something like that. Those children are missing out. They're missing out the perspective of their father. They're missing out, you know, from their father's angle. They're supposed to know what that feels like. You understand? They're supposed to know what that feels like. I understand that, yes, like I said, there are some exceptional women. They don't need any man to take care of their children. And they will still go at the end of the day, make sure that the children, they become good and respectable people in the society. Do you get me? Which is there. And there are a lot of them. I call them exceptional women. You understand? They are very strong women. Some of them, they will even juggle 2, 3 jobs just to make sure that they'll go to extra mile to make sure that their children are being fed and taken care of. They're out there. But that duty, that role of a father, no matter what you do as a woman, you cannot feel it. You can't. It's going to be void because those kids, they need their father. Even if you guys are not like in the same building, you're not in the same house anymore, you're separated, you're divorced, whatever it is, they need their father. They need that. They need, I don't know what I'm talking about, if you're getting me. Understand? That void, you cannot feel it. You understand what I mean? You cannot feel it at all. Okay. So this is what we're discussing this evening. The role of a father in their kid's life. Understand? And like I said, the line is still open. You can just call me. Listen, just tell me what you think. What are the things? What are the roles of a father? You understand? Like I said, there are some people, if you watch out, if you even listen to majority of Americans, they just put it like that. Black Americans, some of them, if you listen to most of the celebrities, they will tell you what they passed through. Some of them, they were raised by their single mom. Understand? They will still tell you that they miss their dad. Some of them, their dad is in prison. They went to prison or they're separated there from their mom. Some even go to the extent of going every time just to visit their dad in prison, just to make sure that they listen to them, they get a word from them, they teach them something. And that's what I'm saying. And those things they teach, telling them, is what it's hard to be a man. It's hard to be a man. You don't learn it on the street. No, you don't learn it on the street. The story of your father is different from my own. And your story of your own father is going to be different from your cousin's father. Every one of us have our own story, and we have our journey. And that journey is what is what that made us what we are today. And that is what of the part of the things we will do, what pass on to our own children. If you have a son, your son will be looking up to you, looking at you. A lot of stories, he will going to ask you a lot of questions. If you have a daughter, your daughter will ask you a lot of questions. And the questions they will ask you as a father is going to be different from the one they will ask their mother. You understand what I mean? And once one of them is not there, it's difficult no matter what. No, don't let anyone deceive you. It's difficult. It's even difficult for 2 people to raise children together, let alone only one person. It's very, very difficult. Hard. It's very, very hard. Understand? And some of them that are doing it as a single parent, I always say every time, I'll just pray that God give them strength because it's not easy. It's not an easy job at all. To run around with kids, taking them to school, do this, that one, make sure they eat, change their clothes, think about this one, think about that one, it's too much. It's very, very, it's hard. It's hard. You understand what I mean? So I give kudos to them. I'd never like I respect single parents. I respect single mothers. I respect single fathers. It's a hard job to be in. It's hard. You understand? But what I'm saying is that if a mother and they have the children have opportunity to have their father around, give them the opportunity for them to experience that. Let them enjoy their father. If you guys are together as a couple, understand, enjoy it, and make sure you work together to make sure you raise wonderful children. Understand? So no matter what role, it doesn't matter what role you are, whether it is as a father or as a mother, whatever it is, the only thing is that you do your job together, you work. As a father, you do your role, continue to do your work, continue to do what? Be a role model to your kids, continue to provide for your family, continue to do what? Take care of your wife, take care of your family, take care of your partner, provide for them. Make sure that every one of them are okay. Be an active father, not just a bystander or somebody that just, you are just there. Just did they call you a father? You don't contribute anything. You don't even care about the children. You don't care about your partner. You don't care about their well-being. You don't care about nothing. You understand? That is nothing because your respect, you are throwing it out of the window. Just try to be an active father to your kids and be responsible for them because they are watching you. They are looking up to you. Understand? So that those children will be what? They will be proud to call you a father, and they'll be proud to call you a role model. Understand? Yeah, thank you. If you are with us to this time, we're going to round up the program. I will apologize for the beginning of the program. We had glitches with the volume and the voice and everything. So, but later rectified. Thank you guys for staying with us to this time. Okay, if it's the first time you're joining us, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or nwAno YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, nwAno_JJ on Twitter. We're on Facebook as well, nwAno on Facebook. Understand? And as well, please share these programs. Let other people know about it. We learn, all of us, we are contributing to each other. We're learning from each other. Understand? It's not about me. It's all about us. We work together for us to learn and learn from you guys and as well. And I appreciate for those that called today. And I say thank you guys. And I'll see you guys again next week, Friday, if God tarries. Thanks.